Every November, as autumn settles over Tokyo, one quiet shrine suddenly comes alive. Thousands of glowing lanterns illuminate the night. Rhythmic applause echoes through the streets, and crowds gather with one shared hope to bring good fortune into the coming year. Welcome to Asakusa Otori Shrine, home of Tokyo's largest and most famous Tori-no-Ichi, also known as the Rooster Fair. By day, this shrine feels peaceful and almost hidden, tucked just north of Asakusa. But every November, it transforms into one of Japan's most vibrant cultural celebrations, drawing hundreds of thousands of visitors from across the country. To understand this festival, we have to travel back through history into a legend that has been passed down for centuries. According to shrine tradition, the legendary warrior Yamato Takeru stopped here to pray for victory before setting out on an important military campaign. When he returned victorious, he offered thanks by hanging his rake-shaped weapon on a pine tree standing at this very site. That simple act of gratitude became part of the shrine's identity. The day happened to fall on the day of the rooster in the traditional Japanese zodiac calendar. Over time, people began returning on that same day every November to pray for success, prosperity, and protection. During Japan's Edo period, from 1603 to 1868, this shrine became known as the Lower Rooster Fair, or Shimotori. Its location beside Edo's busiest entertainment district helped the festival grow year after year until it became the largest Tori-no-Ichi celebration in Japan, a title it still proudly holds today. But what makes this festival so special? The answer is everywhere you look. The famous Engi Kumade, or lucky bamboo rake. Hundreds of beautifully decorated rakes fill the shrine grounds. Each one is covered with symbols of prosperity, including gold coins, treasure ships, lucky masks, rice bales, and other traditional charms believed to attract success. The rake itself carries a simple but meaningful message. Just as a rake gathers fallen leaves, it is believed to rake in happiness, wealth, good business, and good fortune. Buying a kumade is not just shopping, it's a tradition in itself. Customers and vendors negotiate the price in a friendly ritual that has continued for generations. Once both sides reach an agreement, everyone joins together in a lively Tejime hand-clapping ceremony. The applause celebrates the purchase while wishing the buyer even greater prosperity in the year ahead. Tradition also encourages returning every year to buy a slightly larger rake, symbolizing that your fortune should continue growing with each passing year. Yet the lucky rakes are only part of the experience. Inside the shrine stands a large wooden mask of Okame, the cheerful goddess associated with happiness, harmony, and good fortune. Visitors gently touch the mask in a ritual called Nade-Okame, meaning to stroke Okame. Each part of her face is believed to bring a different blessing. Touch her forehead for wisdom, her cheeks for happiness, her nose for good fortune, and her chin for a fulfilling and prosperous life. Watching people patiently wait their turn, you can see that these traditions are more than customs. They are expressions of hope carried from one generation to the next. There is also a special treasure that can only be obtained during Tori-no-Ichi, It's called the Kakome, a miniature rake amulet whose name means gathering rake. Available only on festival days, it serves as a small reminder to gather blessings throughout the coming year. The festival is held on every day of the rooster in November, according to the traditional Japanese zodiac. Depending on the calendar, this occurs either 2 or 3 times each year. Beyond the shrine, the pathways are filled with food stalls serving grilled skewers, freshly baked taiyaki, steaming amazake, and many other traditional festival favorites. As night falls, thousands of lanterns cast a warm golden glow over the crowds. Music, laughter, applause, and the aroma of street food blend together to create an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in Tokyo. Walking through the festival, I was surrounded by thousands of people enjoying centuries-old traditions. Families, business owners, tourists, and local residents all shared the same excitement, celebrating the culture, taking part in the ceremonies, and enjoying delicious traditional foods late into the night. It felt less like visiting a festival and more like stepping into living history. If you're planning a visit, Otori Shrine is just a short walk from Iriya Station on Tokyo Metro's Hibiya line, or about 15 minutes on foot from Asakusa Station. Arriving before sunset lets you experience both the daytime atmosphere and the beautiful lantern-lit evening. Whether you leave carrying a magnificent decorated kumade or a small kakome charm, Tori-no-Ichi offers something far more valuable, a chance to experience traditions that have connected generations of Japanese people for hundreds of years. It's a celebration where history, faith, community, and hope all come together in one unforgettable night. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Asakusa Otori Shrine and Tokyo's incredible Tori-no-Ichi Festival. If you enjoyed discovering the stories behind Japan's traditions, don't forget to subscribe for more cultural adventures across Japan. And tell me in the comments, which Japanese festival should we explore together next?